I'm Melanie Byler, and it's a complete honor to be able to stand here before you today. It's also an incredible challenge to go last, because I don't want to be cliche, and you've just heard 12 beautiful talks that exemplify the impact this program has had on this community and in the lives of my friends. Today, I just want to share with you the way that the Bonner program has impacted me the most, and it has to do with calling. Too often, I think we confuse calling as this giant mystical thing that God bestows on our lives. Like I feel called to come to Waynesburg University, or I feel called to become a doctor. But it's simpler than that. Calling is just where your talents and your burdens collide. What are you good at, and what breaks your heart? Then it's just the creative process of knowing where those two intersect. As Annie F. Downs says, like a good English paper has one thesis statement and multiple sentences that describes the thesis statement, so your life has one thesis statement with multiple callings that describe your thesis statement. And the Bonner program has been so fundamental for me in learning these multiple callings that have been placed on my life. And it started freshman year. I lived in Ray Hall, and I had a friend who lived with me tragically die. And I was left with these feelings of confusion and anger and guilt and loneliness, and I didn't know what to do with this pain. And I remember sitting in Adrian's office in just complete distress as I thought, how am I going to work through this? What am I going to do? And Adrian played such a vital role in my life by helping me uncover the burden that I was feeling. And the burden that was consuming me was I wanted students on campus to know that their lives mattered and that they were loved. Because when my friend died, I didn't know if she knew that her life mattered and that she was loved. And Adrian uncovered this. She helped me uncover this burden that this is what I had to do. I had to figure out some way to let my friends on campus know that they were loved. The second thing that Adrian did, which was so important, was she helped me use my talents. She recognized that I was a leader and that I was good at organizing. And she gave me the opportunity to lead the issue-based project's suicide prevention. And together with my team, we ran an event called Redemption Stories. And it's based off this passage from Psalms 107, verse 2 that says, "Let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story." This idea that those who have been redeemed, they can share about it. And it was beautiful. Students from all over campus came, and they shared the times in their lives when they had to deal with depression and anxiety and suicidal thoughts. But they also shared the times in their lives when they found hope, and when they realized they weren't alone, and when they realized their lives had meaning. And when we ran Redemption Stories for the second time, it was even more beautiful than the first time, because now students who were inspired the first year now came and shared their story for the second year. And this community, it was grown because of the vulnerability that was shown. The other important thing that the Bonner program helped me do was learn what my thesis statement is. And I knew coming into the Bonner program that my thesis statement had something to do with service. But I don't serve because I love people. And I don't serve because there's a need. And I certainly don't serve to be the change. I serve because Jesus Christ is worthy, and he deserves my entire life. And out of that conviction, my only response is to serve. My favorite part of being a senior has been the opportunity to mentor the freshman Bonners. And it's been so much fun to have the freshman girls come over to my house, and I give them cups of tea, and they tell me about their lives. They say, "My heart is breaking because I saw this," or "I really enjoy doing this." And parts of their calling is becoming known. They're cultivating these multiple callings that they have in their life. And I know it's time for me to graduate and leave Waynesburg because I see this next generation of leaders rising up, and they're ready to take over. And as I leave Waynesburg, I know that my multiple callings are going to transition as my life is transitioning into a new phase. But perhaps the greatest gift Waynesburg and this Bonner program has given me is the certainty of what my thesis statement is. And simply put, my thesis is to faithfully go, to daringly initiate, to radically include, and to never stop talking about Jesus. Thank you.